Hi, my name is Arun Kumar, and we are from a channel called Salesforce Jungle. And in today's topic, I'm going to talk about Web to Lead. So, what is this Web to Lead, and why do we need to use Web to Lead, and how we use Web to Lead? In today's topic, I'm going to cover everything. So, what is this Web to Lead basically? So, Web to Lead is an generating a lead process through an external website. For example, if a user enters his credential, let's say his username, email, phone number, he submits in a form of website, and that will be in turn generated in our Salesforce lead object. So that is why we need web to lead. So how we do it? It will be explained in the upcoming steps. And let me give a quick advantage and a disadvantage of why we need web to lead. So for example, now we are creating a simple web to lead form. The reason there is a one advantage. So instead of logging into Salesforce each time creating a lead, it's a huge process. So directly jumping into the website web form and entering your username password will be sent directly to Salesforce even without logging into Salesforce. So that is one advantage. So let's log in and let's see how it works. So I'm logging into my Salesforce account. So the lead object that I'm talking about is this. So whatever the leads that I'm going to generate out of the web to lead form will all be captured in my lead object. So there are several ways. For now, I'll just keep today's leads only. So in order to generate a web to lead form, you first need to go click on setup, and in setup just type web to lead. So web to lead, click on web to lead, and you will be getting this screen. So in this particular page, you have to mainly focus on one thing where your web to lead should be enabled. So how to enable it? Click on edit. So you can enable it right over here. So right now it's enabled. I'm canceling it. And let me create a simple web to lead form now. So these are the fields in the lead object. So for example, I'll open this lead in a new tab. So if I click on new button in the lead object, you can see there are several fields: first name, last name, company, title. There are several fields in your lead object. So all these fields will be displayed in the web to lead section. All the fields. And for now, let's just take like 4 5 fields only: first name, last name, email, company, city, state, and let's also include a phone number as well. So and there is also a section called return URL. So once the lead is submitted, once we click on the submit button, which page it has to redirect into. So for now, I'll just give it as google.com. And in case if we are using any reCAPTCHA, we can enable and we have to add a reCAPTCHA pair. For now, I'll just disable it. Let me create a simple web to lead form. And language can be anything. So I'll click on generate. So once I click on generate, there will be a HTML code generated. So all you need to do is copy this HTML code, completely copy the code and put it in your external editor. So I'll just share the notepad plus screen. Okay, and I'm going to create a new file over here. So I'll just name web to lead form, and it should be saved in the format of HTML form, .html form. and I'll save this. So once I save this in my editor, you can observe what are the fields that I have selected for the web to lead form purpose. First name, last name, email, company, city, state, province, and phone number in the last I have selected. And so now let me run it in the browser. I will launch it in the Chrome, and let me share that screen as well. So now here you can just see it's a simple basic form without any alignments, without any CSS style. So I'm going to enter some details. So let's say I'm giving some email ID. I'll give the company name. I'll provide the city. I'll provide the state, Karnataka, and phone number. So on clicking on the submit button, as I said, this particular data will be captured in my Salesforce lead object. So I'll just click on this button and it's getting redirected into google.com. This is the written URL which I have set. So now I'll go back to my lead object. I'll click on leads and I'll click on today's leads. I'll click on go. And here you can observe the lead has been generated with the fields that I have added. It is first name, last name, address, that is nothing but your state and city, and email ID. So these set of basic details, whatever I have included in my web to lead form, are all captured. So this is a simple way to create your web to lead form. So let me give an example why it's required in business. So in business on a daily basis, there will be several managers or several employees who will be logging into Salesforce. Suppose if manager does not want to provide his credentials to some random person to, in order to create this particular lead. So what he will do, he will simply pass the web to lead form so that the guy who is entering his credential will be submitted without logging into Salesforce, and that will be sent as a lead in Salesforce. So it simply avoids it for a security purpose. This can be used so that the manager need not share his credential to that person who is adding his lead details. So in that way, it is a useful thing. So the same web to lead form can be customized with your CSS property. Let me go back to Notepad. So the same HTML code which you are able to see here, it can be customized with your style attributes, CSS properties, headers, footers, all the other properties can be added here. Okay, so that's about web to lead. Let me go back to lead object once again. Okay. That's it. That's about how to create web to lead, why it's required, what's the advantage, and thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to Salesforce channel. Thank you.